What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're here with Tommy Suell, one of the best probably drifters in the world. If you guys haven't heard of him, he's from, Formula Drift back in the day. He drove an AE86 Corolla, and now he drives this Chaser. So Tommy, when you're out at events, man, what's the best food to eat?
Best food I've been eating, I actually don't eat when I go to events.
Too busy, right, driving?
Yeah, I get starved out and I get dehydrated. It's bad habits, but I just go out there and drive and I forget about everything else.
Yeah?
But as I get older, I realize I do need a lot of water.
All right. So, water is a must out in Vegas. It's like 112 right now, and we're doing this quick interview. But what got you into drifting?
Drifting? So growing up in Japan, all my elders that I respected were all drifting. So it just kind of fell in, So as soon as I turned 16, it was the thing to do on the streets. I got my Corolla when I was 16, and I was out there sliding around Gymkhana for a good 2 years before I went out to like public street drifting and stuff. Cool. And then from there, just follow our elders. We just followed them. We just followed in trail. That's it. I mean, it was just a thing to do on a little island. There was nothing else to do for a bad boy.
Yeah, I hear you there. It's like skateboarding in the streets. You kind of got to pick and choose where you got to go. Mm-hmm. And who's one of your biggest influencers as drifting as you were growing up?
Biggest influence is drifting. I would say Ueno, obviously.
Okay.
Corolla driver. I'm a Corolla driver. Yep. So, I'll be building another Corolla here shortly in the future and just keeping it NA and try to bring the old style back to the not high horsepower V8 monsters that everybody's got nowadays, and just back to old school drifting,
So from what I'm hearing about this, you don't need much to drift, right? Like you don't need high horsepower, you don't need this and that. You pretty much just need a welded diff, right? And the vehicle to do it,
right? You don't even need a welded diff. When I first moved up to Vegas, my father gave me a 240, bone stock, automatic, stock suspension, stock rims. I took it out to the local drift event. This is back in 2004 when drifting was still new, and I won all the competitions with that car.
That's good to hear, man, because a lot of kids nowadays think they need a V8 or a JZ or something high horsepower to get started.
So when you don't have the tools to make you drift, you figure out other techniques to make it drift, right?
Yeah.
Speed.
Momentum.
You go fast, eventually your tire's going to break loose. Transfer of weight. Transfer the car's weight onto one side of the tire. When you have an open diff, you need to put all that weight on one tire to get that thing to slide because you don't have any momentum. So you need a lot of speed, a lot of weight transfer, and timing, right?
Yeah.
So once that'll get you down to basics. Eventually, you have to get the right equipment and stuff if you want to compete, right? Mm-hmm. But just to go out and slide a car, any car will slide, even a front-wheel drive car. You drive it to the limits and turn it, the back end's going to slide out, right? You go fast enough. Same concept.
All right, and last question is, are we going to try to get a crew together to hit Final Bout in the future?
It's in the works.
All right.
It's in the works.
Sick.
Don't know if it's going to be an S13 or a Corolla.
All right.
So.
Well, I'm excited to see that, and if you guys don't know, follow Plane Junkies on Instagram, Tommy Suell. He's now a pilot, so congratulations to that, man. Very proud of you for doing that. And do you have anything to say to the viewers?
Don't give up, man. Just go out there, practice, and practice in a safe environment. Even though I grew up in the streets in Japan, we went out to a cemetery, closed area. I did Gymkhana for 2 years before I even took it to like the intersections, and stuff like that. So track time, seat time, track time, even if it's driving a simulator. Nowadays, kids have simulators. I didn't have that tool back in the day, so like, big day and night difference.
And yeah, now we're seeing 13-year-olds doing 360s on entries and winning competitions and whatnot.
Yeah, so if you can, I think nowadays sim is the way to go.
It is, yeah.
I mean, all I had was Gran Turismo, and that was my simulator, but it only had left and right keys, right?
Yeah, on a controller.
But it still had the concept down. I could kind of figure it out and apply it, but it wasn't compared to today's simulator standards.
Yeah, and now they have steering wheels from Logitech with shifters and e-brakes you can buy, and all that's under $400, which is crazy. So you don't need a $1,000 like PC or anything like that. Well, Tommy, thank you for your time, man.
No problem,
Much appreciate it.
Anytime.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah.